All I'm trying to do is hit the lick and put my dog on big time. Shut the money up until it's all gone.
Yo, what up? It's Notice the Know-It-All. What I want to talk about today is learning by teaching. You learn twice as fast if you can teach somebody something, alright? Now, every time that we repeat something to ourselves, it gets ingrained deeper into our subconscious mind. So we want to repeat things daily by teaching other people. Why? Because it fills our cup. It makes us happy that we're being of value to other people. Because we look at everything in life is a mirror. Like, there's two sides of the coin, right? So yes, we do create our own happiness, but also seeing other people that we helped make happy makes us happy. So you can be validated from the outer world and the inner world, but first you have to do the inner world. Why? Because you can control it. You can take control of the inner world first, then the outer world will mirror back to you what you created. Alright, so I just met this little homie. He was like 13. I put him on game, on life. Like, I just went on like a 30-minute long spree. And when I stopped to ask him, okay, what have you taken from this so far? He simplified it in the dopest way ever. He was like, what he said was, imagine it and then do it. I was like, oh my God, bro, you're about to kill it in life. That's all you need to know right there. Imagine it and then do it. Yeah, I told him some crazy shit. I told him some crazy shit about perceptions, framing. I showed him a breathing technique, told him to meditate, told him how to fix his posture. I fixed his handshake. Oh my God, dude, that kid's gonna be a little savage. I'm super stoked on that right there. Oh yeah, I also told little homie that he creates his own happiness. Happiness comes from him, and that people will want to be around him more if he creates his fun from himself, instead of reacting or being reactive of other people's fun, which is cool too, as long as you create your own fun first, right? So I told him to be the cause, not the effect of the environment. And then there was someone that screamed and he looked, and I was like, oh, no, don't react, homie. So I gave him all these lessons in the moment when he experienced them, kind of like Don Juan the shaman did to Carlos Castaneda. I love this this frame that I'm in right now, where I can actually like change people's lives just walking down the street. It's kind of dope. Yeah, sometimes I just like to get, you know, a little fresh air. Go for a little walk, socialize, talk to some people. You know how life's supposed to be before we got this technology shit? You know, these days people would consider this a waste of time, but I consider what they do a waste of time. So it's just different perceptions, different perspectives. I respect it. Don't get neglected. Make sure it's well selected. When you spit it out your mouth, make sure it comes out with the perfect work ethic. I can't stop till I get it. Better believe that I'm gonna get it with the method that I created myself, kid. Don't get neglected, like I said, but first you get split up like breadsticks. Don't let it get to the point of no return. That's pathetic. Since my camera broke, I haven't been making content, and I'm realizing right now how much I actually miss this shit. So I'm out here with my phone. Hopefully the audio quality is decent. Adios, spitting audible flows. They ain't really knowing where I'm going, but I'm gonna get a ghost. I actually know I'm gonna get the wraith. And what I spit is great. I obliterate any kid who hates, so keep it on the low before I bounce you out of here like a pogo. Nobody really knows though that I'm so dope. I miss making videos where I was like public pranking and stuff. The reason why I miss it, because it was training me to be indifferent to circumstances and situations. Like, I go up with the craziest line to say to these people, or in the moment I just be in that frame to say something funny, and it was helping me be more witty, first of all. Second, indifferent to outcomes and responses. Why? Because I'm expecting the worst. I'm expecting them. I want a reaction for the camera, right? So it's kind of like training myself to be okay with anything outlandish, and then also it helps me kind of like control how things happen in the moment, even when things get messy. Turn a mess into a message, that type of thing. What I did was I said peace out to all my old friends. Nothing to hold me back now. Simple as that. Then create a new identity of who you think you are now by going out and being a new person, experiencing new experiences. Now you can make new friends. Now some of your old friends will come back, like they like the new you, but they didn't like when you were changing into the new you. That's a little bit different because they don't want you to leave them behind. Make sense? The reason why people get held back most of the time is because they're holding on to their identity. They don't want to step out of their comfort zone around their friends. They don't want to try something new because what if people see a chink in their armor? They see that they're not fully competent in some area of life. They stick to what they know. They stay in the familiar zone. When you stay in the familiar zone, you don't grow. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. So, what did I do? Alright, so another thing I want to talk about before my phone dies is the fact that when you go out and do these new experiences, when you go out and you challenge yourself, old things from the past are going to come up. Reference experiences, traumas, traumatic things that have happened to you in the past are going to come up in a form of like resistance to certain things. And it's funny because like when domino falls down, then they all come back. So you got to be ready to go through a little bit of pain, and that's why nobody wants to change. That's just one of the aspects of pain that comes with change. There's a lot of pain that comes with change, but there's the best pleasure in the world comes from that type of change as well. That type of pleasure. My goodness. Girl is beautiful. Yeah, so I had to go check the quote real quick, and it pretty much said, the worst has already happened to the warrior. Therefore, he's always calm. There's nothing he fears anymore because the worst has already happened to him. I always say, expect the worst. Always expect the worst. Therefore, anything else after that is a blessing. And if you walk through life with like that type of indifference, you will realize that you will calm down to the point where things can actually happen. You can allow great things to actually happen. But it's the little worrying, it's the little playing it safe that's gonna keep your blessings away from you. So, I mean, you don't have to go so overboard that you actually expect the worst. However, be ready for the worst. Don't fear the worst. You know, be indifferent to the outcome of a situation and just be you regardless. Feel me? Feel me? Feel me? Okay, so I'm gonna put a screenshot in the video right here that shows one of these quotes that I really like, that I recently just read in a book last night. And it pretty much goes like this. It pretty much says that you can get whatever you want out of life if you walk from, you know, one failure to the next with no loss of enthusiasm. That's one quote, one variation of that quote. In the book, it said, what did it say?